Sensei John was fantastic. The kids that went to that class...
Who's Sensei John?
That was his name, Sensei. Why are you laughing? He couldn't possibly have any more dessert because he had shot his load.
You mean Insomniac?
Yeah.
I was like, Chris, shut up.
Do you do jiu-jitsu then?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
So,
okay.
ask him what belt he is.
Blue belt, Ollie. Thank you for asking.
That's good. How far that is that?
No, that's only the second belt, but it takes a long time to
Yeah.
get a blue belt.
This is where she's gone completely. No, but like you could grab a guy, he could be this big and you could be this big. And if you're not used to contact in that certain way, you've got no chance.
Yeah.
So even no matter how small Maddie might be, if a guy approaches her in a certain way and she doesn't like it,
She can get him.
she'll be so used to that contact and strength. She'll move the body in a certain way and just they're gone.
Love it.
And I just I'm obsessed by it.
We're not here to recruit a cult of children to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
No, but
we're here for you to read the story that you have been sent, and I completely agree with you. But I don't want to run out of time.
No, but I mean, as in, I
never thought I'd stop someone talking about Jiu-Jitsu. By the way,
No, but I just genuinely believe in kids should have that.
100%.
I agree.
And I think it should be in schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
Is it
do.
not?
I don't think it is.
As an
It
after-school
really
club
should
and
be.
stuff.
After school clubs, but
Yeah.
I genuinely think that should be something that kids learn during school.
Do you know
'cause
what? I have
think
to
it should
agree
be in
with
the
you.
curriculum for kids to just learn some form of self-defense. I don't know if that's because then they don't want school kids using it on each other. I don't
Maybe,
know. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there is a reason.
But don't
for
they
that,
teach
I'm
it to
sure.
be quite like... I know at Robin's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's very much like you do not use this. It's like a code of conduct type
Yeah,
thing.
so you
I
don't just
remember
go and do
Sensei
it.
John. Sensei John was fantastic. The kids that went to that class...
Who's Sensei John?
That was his name, Sensei. Why are you laughing? Is it because there's always a Sensei
I thought
John?
it was a film.
It's the jokes. It's like something out of Napoleon Dynamite. It's the juxtaposition between the word sensei and the name John that just fucking floored me there. I didn't mean it, and I'm sure
No.
Sensei John a bit like kick the fuck out of me. I guarantee it.
No, but I always...
John, Sensei Barry.
Yeah, there's always a Sensei John, I think. But like, he was just... when you hear a different voice, he's gone.
Sorry, it's a little last film.
Sorry.
Just
He didn't say like my sensei is Sensei John. You went Sensei John. You know Sensei John. We
thought it
all
was
know
from a
Sensei
film.
John. It's
You know,
fucking
when they
brilliant.
say, oh yeah, I've got a friend, isn't it, that lives in London called John. You know what I mean? It's like that whole American thing. Oh, yeah, I got a friend in London. You know a guy called John? You're like, no. Yeah, anyway. Right,
so this is what you're going to read.
Okay, I've got to read this. Dear Chris and Rosie, please keep me anonymous.
Yeah, we don't know what this is, by the
We've
way.
got no
just
idea
to
what this
let
is,
you know.
Ollie.
Okay, quite earlier on in my relationship, I was invited to a big family meal to celebrate my boyfriend's grandparents' wedding anniversary.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Does it say how long or not? No.
Doesn't say how long.
Okay.
As a newbie to the family, I was seated at the bottom of a long table with a very elderly lady to my left, a super gentle aunt opposite, and my father-in-law Steve in the corner. It was a very pleasant meal, and Steve ate heartily throughout, so enthusiastically accepting further helpings of everything. When the dessert menu came round and everyone discussed what they're going to have, Steve leant back in his chair, patted his full belly, and said very loudly he couldn't possibly have any more dessert because he had shot his load. It's fair to say the surrounding more innocent diners and Steve himself had no idea what he'd actually said, and I had to spend the remainder of the meal styling out my tears of laughter.
I love that. So now and then we get one that
that's
isn't
nice.
filth.
Sorry guys, I've shot my load here. I can't possibly eat anymore.
Oh, that is nice.
Come on, he knew what he was saying.
Do you think?
Yeah, come
Now and then we
on.
get one that's not filth. It's not disgusting. It's not
on.
bad. That's just
cute.
funny and
That's cute.
I like that.
Do we
I've
think
shot
that's a
me load.
genuine, he said it not knowing what he said? Or
as-
he
Maybe.
knew what he was saying?
I live with someone who says the wrong thing in every situation and never remembers any kind of phrase for anything. So I guarantee that was accidental, but I would have died if I was at a table. But then again, I wouldn't have kept it quiet. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
no.
"What, you shot your load? What do you mean? Huh? Change your pants, you dirty fucker."
You have a problem with correcting people, though.
Yeah.
By the way, we need to talk about the taxi here.
Taxi here.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Right, when the taxi driver was telling her about Charles Dickens used to go walking at night around where we are because he was he was an insomniac, but the taxi driver called it
Hypochondriac.
right? And I knew he meant insomniac, so I was just going, "Oh, right, yeah, so yeah." And Chris was like,
"He was hypochondriac, so he didn't sleep, so he used to walk around the streets at night." I'm sitting in the back going,
"No, that's wrong."
But why couldn't you just
I'm not letting him have it. I'm not letting him have it. Taxi drivers throw their opinions at me all day, every day. You're not having hypochondria.
So Chris bowed over and he went, "You mean insomniac?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Chris, shut up."
No, I'm saving him. So next time he probably says that every day. I'm not letting him say that to someone else.
Yeah, you use it. I do that all the time. I sometimes use words in the wrong context.
I do.
And my team always says to me, "Why did you say that on the radio?" I'm like,
on the
just
radio.
completely get it wrong.
But if you're not
Me and Wright
corrected,
do it
you'll
a
never
lot.
know.
I don't know how we've got a radio show together. we get so many things wrong, but it's funny. It's funny.
It's fun. That's why you're likable. Don't worry about it.
So listen, just before you go, I want to mention the single as well. Run This Town. Is that the single from the album?
Yes, I've done 3 singles. Save Me, Bonkers, but Run This Town is the new single which
We've just been listening to
Mate,
it. It's really good.
It's
thank
awesome.
you.
We love
Yeah,
this.
it's cool.
Yeah, we will just listen to it when we're getting ready. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's got like I hope you don't mind this. It's got like a sort of like an Ordinary Boys vibe, like a kind of like I remember being younger and getting ready to go out, listening to all
the
that.
maddest thing is Preston, the lead singer of Ordinary Boys, wrote that song. So that's so mad. You said it 15 years ago.
Wow.
That's so mad.
What?
You wanted me up. Did you
No,
not know
I
that?
swear to God. I swear to God.
Me and Daisy, producer, I was like, I love this. She was like, it's a bit Ordinary. Well, it's Ordinary Boys.
He wrote the song 15 years ago, and we did a lot of writing together on my first album. And he said to me, "I've got this song, Run This Town. Do you like it?" I went, "Mate, I love it." So I recorded it, and it just didn't quite work with the album at the time.
Yeah.
And I just was a bit like, it felt a bit older for me, and I was doing kind of something a little bit different. And so I had it in my demo list, like in my phone for years, and it always comes on at parties, and I always love listening to it in my car. And I've always wanted it on an album. So this album was like the first time I felt like I finally found a place for it.
That's brilliant.
So I contacted Preston and said, "Mate, is that song still around?" He's like, 100%.
That's mad.
And then we're actually a bit of an exclusive, but we've actually kind of like we're going to make it into a Christmas song. So we've
Gonna add a little jingle.
rewrote it and rewrote some of the lyrics. It's going to be, that's going to come out next month. In
Love
December.
it.
Brilliant.
So we're going to make it a Christmas song.
What was really genuinely, I'm glad that turned out the way it was. But when I said, I was like, I hope you don't mind us saying it because I know music's weird, and I was like, Ordinary Boys vibe. The moment of silence on your face when you stared at us, I was like,
I was just like, have you read that from somewhere?
No, I was like, he is fuming about this.
No, I think my brain was trying to like. Are you?
No,
winding
yeah,
me up?
that's total
amazing.
Yeah, no,
That's
I loved them back in the day.
Yeah,
Loved
and
them.
I mean, he's such them guys back in the day, Ordinary Boys, because I'd come off X Factor, and I remember watching Big Brother when Preston was in it. When him, do you remember? Is it Chantel?
Yeah.
They were like hooking up, and he was just
Yeah.
so cool. And I remember Ordinary Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, just such
Unreal.
a tune. And
I'm
so
getting ready for going out with my mates, listening to that.
yeah. So we just formed like a really good friendship, and I haven't seen him for many years, but he wrote Heart Skips a Beat as well. So there's been a real sort of history of me and Preston.
Cool.
So it's gonna be, and he's such a cool guy. So yeah, it's been good
Nice.
to have him back on the record, and I'm really excited about the album. It's the first time I feel like I've done an album for me, not for everyone else.
That's good.
So it's nice creatively to write something that I wasn't feeling like I'm doing it for what. I mean, if I didn't play this album, I said, "What do you guys expect my music to feel like?" It would be, I'd like to think you go, it's all fun, happy, kind of feel good
definitely.
music, and that's kind of always the sort of body of it. But this time, I wanted to kind of be a bit edgier and a bit more like scarry, and go back to my like lad days when I was kind of like in my early 25, 26 age, where I loved ska music, I loved indie bands, and I kind of liked all that madness feel. And so that's kind of the Knees Up album.
That's meant. That comes with age. We were talking to Leanne Pinnock as well, who's just come out of Little Mix, sorry.
Yeah.
And she's doing exactly this. She's like, this is what I want to do. Like, this is really, I've loved everything that she's wrote, loved everything that she's made, but she's like, this is really what I'm
But it's a
passionate
really
about.
hard place to be, because in one way you're not giving maybe your fans what they expect. So you are in a bit of a place of like, you've got to almost stick to your...
But your fans have grown with you. You've got to remember that. Your fans will be similar ages to you. Now, I saw you at Newcastle Arena, by the way, years
did
ago.
you?
Yeah, it was
Wow,
great.
thank
Mint
you.
show. And you've got to understand that everybody else it's like our podcast. They're all going through the same thing that you're going through. So, doing stuff that you loved when you were younger, they will also love that.
No, I felt that already. But what I mean is, when you're going on a different sort of path, it's not a completely different path, but when you're going down a route like Leanne would be doing as well, it's kind of like you just hope people accept it and love it. But at the same time, you almost have to forget everything else and go, do you know what? I did this for me.
Yeah.
I did this as a journey for me. And I really enjoyed writing this album. Like, I wrote and being married, like, to Amelia, and like writing a song, like, there's a song that I wrote, like, I'm still getting used to the ring. And it's all about, like, you know, I might not be the perfect husband, you know, I might not be able to, like, change doors, you know, but I'm still getting used to the ring. That's why you married me. Like, I'm not the perfect person, you know what I mean? And we're always learning as partners and dads, and like, there's a song that I wrote called Honest, which is about, like, when you walk home from a night out and you walk in the door and there's just, I mean, Chris will know this, when you walk in and there's just a cloud around the house, you walk in and there's just this, oh, she's pissed off at me. Like, what the fuck have I done?
Dude, that's always there.
And you're like,
it's always there. There's a fog on for hours.
Did I not take the bins out?
Oh, yeah.
Was I out too late? Was I supposed to be, you know, it's all these things, and like,
All three.
yeah, no, you're completely shit scared of what your missus is going to say to you next. You have no idea. And you just go, are you right, darling? And yeah, I'm fine. You're like, okay, I know you're not fine, but are you sure everything's fine? Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, she said, fine. This is brilliant.
There's a really, isn't
Why
there
are you all
really,
terrified of it?
Because you're
It's
all
mad.
really scary.
Yeah,
it's that, no, but isn't there really funny, there's really funny things online where they say, when your missus says she's fine, this is the actual, I fucking hate you tonight. Do not talk to me. It's sort of like, I feel like that sometimes when I walk home, not all the time, but I just think, oh no, what have I done now? So with this album, it was fun to kind of experiment with loads of stuff like that. So.
So I heard this quote recently, and what I do is I hear a quote and then I find myself just regurgitating it. It's me quote of the moment. You've heard us say it a few times.
Oh, I can't remember.
It's a Henry, I don't know where I heard it, but it's a Henry Ford quote. I heard it on something I was watching. Is
this where I correct you and say you got it wrong?
Yes, please. I hope you do.
Good luck, dickhead. Henry Ford cars. What gets you to the top doesn't keep you there.
Oh, you've already said that twice today.
Not on the podcast. I said it in the other room. What gets you at the top doesn't keep you there. So
very true. I like that.
Nice,
that is what I like. We should end the podcast on that.
Yeah,
it's yours.
so there you go.
I'm going to take that with me. Yeah, exactly. I think you have to evolve in your career. You know what I mean? You think of where we would have all started and what we've been doing and where you evolved to. You've got to keep moving and changing, and as long as you're doing things you're happy with doing, I think that energy will bring people into
and
it.
You bought a house, haven't you?
Hope nearly, yeah.
Well, you're all right.
I've got a house.
You've got a house.
And I've got, honestly, genuinely, and this is not being too soppy, but falling in love with Amelia and having kids, genuinely, in an industry that I'm in that's, as we said at the start of the pod about the waffle and the fake people, my biggest fear was that I was never going to fall in love or meet the right person. So to meet someone who's as down to earth as I am and is just not being affected by this industry that I'm in is just so beautiful that every day I go home I get that love.
You've won the lottery.
And that's
there you
more
go.
than anything, I promise.
Oh,
isn't that lovely?
cute. Nice.